Hey guys, welcome. Today we're going to talk about multiples and what this word multiples actually means. So the multiple of a number is simply what you get when you multiply it by another number. Now let's look at an example. That's probably going to make it easier. If I take the number 4 and I multiply it by 1, I get 4. So I would say that 4 is a multiple of 4 because 4 times 1 equals 4. What about if I took 4 now and I multiplied it by 2? 4 times 2 is 8. Let's keep repeating the process. 4 times 3 gives me 12. 4 times 4 gives me 16. 4 times 5 gives me 20, etc., etc. And I could go through and I would say that list of numbers there, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, they are all the multiples of 4. Now there's more because I could do 4 times 7,000 and that would still be a multiple, but they're the first few. In fact, they are the first 10 multiples of 4. What about if I did the same with 5? Let's go through and do multiples of 5. 5 times 1 gives me 5, times 2 gives me 10, 15, 20. You'll see they're going up by 5 every time, okay? So they are the multiples of 4 and 5. Now, I've highlighted here some numbers that I see are common to both of those lists. So the numbers 20 and 40 appear both in the lists of the multiples of 4 and the multiples of 5. So I would say that they are common multiples. Okay? They are numbers that are common to both lists of multiples. So I'd say 20 is a common multiple of 4 and 5. Now, this is important because there's one set of multiples there that is the smallest, and it's 20. It's the smallest number that I see appears in both lists. In other words, it's the lowest common multiple. And this idea is really important when we start to work with fractions soon. You're going to use this idea of the lowest common multiple. Let's try one more example. Okay, so I would say that the lowest common multiple there of 4 and 5 is 20. So let's if I was to ask you what is the lowest common multiple of 3 and 7, I could do the same process. I could just list out the first few multiples of 3 and I would get that list there. I would do the same for the multiples of 7 and I would have a look and see, are there any numbers that are common to both? In fact, 21 is the only number I can see in that list that is common to both lists of multiples. So in this case, the lowest common multiple of 7 and 3 is 21. That is how we work out the lowest common multiple.